In the spring of 2025, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, visited Canada. This trip was linked to their roles as patrons of the Invictus Games, a global sporting event close to Prince Harry's heart. The Games celebrate the resilience of wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women. Harry and Meghan's presence in Canada was not merely symbolic. They were there to promote the 2025 Invictus Games in Vancouver and Whistler. Their visit aimed to raise awareness and generate excitement for this unique celebration. The couple's dedication to the Invictus Games was palpable. They consistently champion the Games' mission and highlight inspiring stories. The 2025 Invictus Games held particular significance. It marked the first time the Games would be held in a winter format. Athletes competed in adapted winter sports, from alpine skiing to wheelchair curling, showcasing their extraordinary abilities on a new stage. Vancouver and Whistler provided the perfect backdrop for this historic event. The location reflected Canada's commitment to inclusivity and supporting wounded warriors. The Duke and Duchess visited both cities, touring venues and meeting athletes. Their presence aimed to shine a spotlight on the transformative power of adaptive sports. Beyond the sporting spectacle, Harry and Meghan's visit was also notable for its emphasis on cultural exchange and reconciliation. The Duke and Duchess made a point of engaging with First Nations communities, recognizing their integral role in Canadian society and the upcoming Games. Their itinerary included visits to First Nations cultural centers and meetings with Indigenous leaders. These engagements highlighted the richness and diversity of Indigenous cultures and underscored the importance of inclusivity and respect in the lead-up to the Games. One of the most memorable moments of their visit was their participation in a traditional First Nations ceremony. This moving experience symbolized a commitment to understanding and honoring Indigenous traditions, fostering a spirit of unity and collaboration. By embracing and celebrating First Nations heritage, Harry and Meghan sent a powerful message about the importance of inclusivity and reconciliation, setting a positive tone for the Games and beyond. Despite the positive focus of the visit, a familiar cloud of controversy followed the Duke and Duchess. British tabloids, known for their relentless scrutiny of the couple, seized upon the issue of security costs, sparking a heated debate about the financial implications of their trip. Headlines blared about the supposed exorbitant expenses incurred by Canadian taxpayers to ensure the safety of the Duke and Duchess and their family. Figures were bandied about, often inflated and lacking context, fueling public outrage and accusations of royal extravagance. This narrative, however, lacked crucial nuance and context. The security costs associated with any royal visit are a complex issue, involving collaboration between multiple agencies and tailored to the specific security threat level. The media frenzy neglected to acknowledge that such security measures are standard protocol for high-profile individuals, particularly those with global recognition and a significant security risk, as is the case with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It is crucial to understand that the security detail accompanying the Duke and Duchess is not simply a matter of royal privilege, but a necessity dictated by credible security threats. Harry and Meghan, like other high-profile figures, are constantly subject to potential risks, ranging from obsessed fans to organized threats. Their global visibility, coupled with the relentless scrutiny of the media, makes them targets. Their safety and that of their young children cannot be compromised. Therefore, security measures are not optional, but essential for their well-being. The Canadian government, in conjunction with other relevant security agencies, conducts thorough risk assessments to determine the appropriate level of protection required for such visits. These assessments take into account a multitude of factors, including the profile of the individuals, the nature of the visit, and any potential threats. To suggest that the security detail is excessive or unwarranted is to disregard the very real dangers faced by high-profile individuals in today's world. The safety of the Duke and Duchess, their family, and the public they interact with should be paramount. The debate surrounding the Sussexes' security costs also neglected to acknowledge the significant financial contributions the couple makes to the charities and organizations they support, including the Invictus Games. Their presence alone generates substantial media coverage and public interest, translating into invaluable publicity and fundraising opportunities for these causes. Furthermore, comparing their security costs to other royals, particularly those within the working British monarchy, reveals a double standard in media reporting. The security expenses of senior royals undertaking official duties are rarely subject to the same level of scrutiny or criticism, despite often being significantly higher. This discrepancy in reporting raises important questions about the motivations behind the selective outrage directed at the Duke and Duchess. It also highlights the need for fair and balanced reporting that avoids sensationalism and provides context. The focus on security costs ultimately detracts from the positive impact of their visit and the important work they champion. It is essential to consider the broader picture and recognize the Sussexes' commitment to using their platform for good. Section 7. Selective Scrutiny and Media Bias. The media's laser focus on the Sussexes' security costs, while often overlooking similar expenditures for other royals, exemplifies the selective scrutiny the couple faces. This biased coverage perpetuates a narrative that often portrays them negatively, regardless of their actions or intentions. This pattern of biased reporting raises concerns about the media's role in shaping public perception. When negative narratives are constantly amplified, it creates a distorted and often unfair image that is difficult to counter. The impact of this relentless negativity should not be underestimated. It not only affects the public's view of the Duke and Duchess, but also creates a hostile environment that makes it challenging for them to carry out their work effectively. It is essential for media outlets to examine their own biases and strive for balanced and fair reporting. The public deserves to receive information that is accurate and presented within its proper context. Section 8. The Sussexes' impact on the Invictus Games. Despite the media storm, it is crucial to acknowledge the tangible positive impact of Harry and Meghan's visit to Canada. Their presence generated significant buzz and excitement for the upcoming Invictus Games, shining a global spotlight on this incredible event. Their genuine interactions with athletes, their passion for the game's mission, and their commitment to inclusivity resonated deeply with Canadians. Their visit undoubtedly played a significant role in raising awareness and generating support for the Games. Beyond the immediate impact, their visit also left a lasting legacy. It reinforced the special bond between Canada and the Invictus Games, paving the way for a successful and memorable event in 2025. Their dedication to the Games, both during and after their visit, has been instrumental in amplifying the voices of wounded warriors and ensuring they receive the recognition and support they deserve. Section 9. A legacy beyond the headlines. Harry and Meghan's visit to Canada, though marred by predictable media controversy, ultimately achieved its objectives. They successfully promoted the Invictus Games, engaged with local communities, and highlighted important issues like inclusivity and reconciliation. Their dedication to the Games and their genuine interactions with people from all walks of life left a lasting impression. They demonstrated that their commitment to service and positive change extends beyond the confines of royalty. The visit served as a reminder that actions speak louder than headlines. While the media may continue to scrutinize their every move, the Duke and Duchess remain focused on making a tangible difference in the world. Their legacy will be defined by their actions, their compassion, and their unwavering support for causes they believe in, not by the often distorted narratives spun by certain segments of the media. Section 10. Conclusion. Reflections on media and perception. The Sussexes' visit to Canada for the Invictus Games offers valuable insights into the challenges of modern media coverage and its impact on public perception. While the couple's dedication to the Games and their positive contributions were undeniable, they were often overshadowed by negative narratives fueled by a relentless media cycle. The selective scrutiny they faced, particularly regarding security costs, highlights the need for greater fairness and balance in reporting. It also underscores the importance of critical thinking and looking beyond sensationalized headlines to form informed opinions. Ultimately, Harry and Meghan's visit reminds us that actions speak louder than words. Their commitment to the Invictus Games, their engagement with diverse communities, and their advocacy for important causes deserve recognition and praise. As we move forward, let us strive to engage with media responsibly, question narratives that lack context, and celebrate those who use their platform to make a positive impact on the world.